Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Abraham Lincoln High School for another great matchup. Today, the Railsplitters taking on A.Philip Randolph. Game wasn't originally on the schedule. They were supposed to face New Utrecht, but New Utrecht wasn't able to play today, and so here we are. Take it away, my wonderful announcer, Adam.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Lights. The lights are not on yet, but Lincoln is ready to shine bright. Well, the kicking team is on the field. Ramirez is going to boot the ball right now. It's an end-over-end kick. And flag on the play. Offsides. Bringing it back. All right, so we're starting off right where we left off the last couple of weeks with flags to start the game. So Ramirez is going to get another chance at booting this ball. We'll walk him back, and we'll start over. Walk him back 5 yards. Kicking team still on the field. Referee's getting ready to blow the whistle. Ramirez backing up, ready for the kick. Going to signal to the Lincoln kicking team right now upon the whistle. And they are ready. Here we go. The ball's kicked. Much better kick this time. Booming kick, end over end. Received around the 10-yard line, I want to say. Number one, he's making a couple little moves in and out. Got the ball up to about 25-yard line. Randolph's going to come out and play offense. So Lincoln defense is going to be led by Ramirez up front. Damian Ramirez playing nose guard. All right, here we go. We're ready for action. The ball snapped. Handed off up the middle. Tackled for a loss of 1 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 11 from the 26-yard line. All right, so we have quarterback lining up. Shotgun snap, ball snap, quick pass to number 2 on the outside, slippery track field, and he's tackled around the ankles by a couple of Lincoln defenders. Looks like number 32 was the first one there to make a play. In on the play, Jalen Newby with the tackle. Again, Jalen had a little bit of help on that play, so let's see what 3rd down and 13 brings. Again, quarterbacks waiting for the shotgun snap. Number 4, ball snapped, he's back to pass. Quick pass to number 1 in the flat. Can't really see the action here. Blocked by the tent. That's covering the equipment on the Lincoln sideline. It's going to bring up a 4th down play. Small gain on the play. Gain of about 4 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6, 7. There's a penalty on Lincoln on the play. They're going to walking him up. It's going to give him enough for a 1st down.
Adam, I brought you a friend.
So live from Queens and an hour on the Bell Parkway, it's me again, Neil Reich. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us, and especially to A.Philip Randolph, who stepped in today for a homecoming game at Abraham Lincoln High School.
Ball snapped. Number 2 takes the ball around the right side of his offensive line. Gain of about 2 yards on the play. Nice to have you here, Neil. We missed you last week.
Yes, sorry I missed it.
Missed two action-packed games last week.
Yes, and you filled in, as always, as spectacularly as you always do. So thank you, Adam.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's always a pleasure to be here. I love to be a part of the Lincoln Media crew. All right, so Randolph's offense is going to come out. They have a T formation. Quarterback takes the snap. The ball's handed off to number 1. He's going to try to get it over to the left, but he's tackled by a host of Lincoln defenders.
So the A.Philip Randolph offense is centered around number 1, Travis Gamble, quarterback, all-around quarterback, Jaden Haley, and junior wide receiver, Jaden Padilla.
Christian Pilgrim on the tackle. Randolph's going to back up on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's going to get under center this time. He's got number 3 coming in motion. He's back to pass. Nice pass, just a little overthrown. Looks like number 9 got a little turned around on the play. If he would have stayed in stride, he might have had a chance to get that ball.
So the campus A.Philip Randolph team comes in with 4-1 record with Coach Eric Perlowitz at the helm.
Yeah, it's great to have some football action here tonight in Coney Island. We look like we may not have been able to be out here tonight, but we are here. We're going to fight the rain, and we're going to have a wonderful night of football here on 4th down. 4th and 9. Punt team's on the field. Number 21 back to punt. Ball snapped. Punt. The punt is up. It's an end-over-end kick. Received by 2 players from Lincoln. And the ball's brought back for a small gain and downed around the 35-yard line.
That was 32, Jalen Newby.
Jalen Newby on the return. All right, so now we'll get our first look at Lincoln's offense tonight. Hoping to turn the page from last week's game and build something positive going towards the end of the season. Offense is led by number 6, Nashim Dees. Dees is going to have 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left in his empty backfield set. He's calling out signals, getting in formation for a shotgun snap. The ball snap. He's back to pass. Quick snap pass dropped by number 21, Michael Borey.
Good play, but slow execution.
Yeah, it took a little bit longer to develop than they wanted it to there. And again, you know, the ball's slippery, the field is slippery, so we're going to see some drops tonight. We're going to see some slips. And the team that can stay on their feet is going to be the team to pull it out tonight. All right, so once again, we have an empty backfield for quarterback Dees. He's got 2 wide receivers to the right, 3 wide receivers to the left. The ball snapped. He's going to throw the ball to the left. Caught by number 13, and he's got some room to run.
That's Jamie White.
Jamie White takes the ball into Randolph territory. Going to give Lincoln a first down. Nope. We got holding on the play, and they're going to bring it back. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 35, it's going to be 2nd and 15.
So hopefully the referees don't take over this game like we've been seeing a lot of, Adam.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be like 2nd down and 18 from the 29-yard line. Yes, we did have a penalty on the first play of the game, Neil, so it's not looking good for us tonight.
Lots of laundry.
All right, here we go. So Dees is checking his play on his wristband. He's waiting for the shotgun snap. The ball snapped. He's back to pass. It's a pass-heavy offense tonight. The ball is caught.
By number 88, Solomon DeCoteau.
And he is going to take it in for a touchdown. Nashim Dees with the clean strike right down the middle of the field for the touchdown. And Lincoln takes a 6-0 lead.
Beautiful seam pass down towards the post by DeCoteau. Perfect pass by Dees. All the way in for the touchdown.
Excellent execution of the drawn-up play. Coaches will be happy with that. All right, so let's see what we're doing right now. It looks like we're going to be going for 1. So to have the kicking team out on the field. Ramirez is back. He's taking his steps, 4 steps backwards, 2 steps to the left. He's ready. Ball snapped, down, and it is no good.
No good.
Wide left. Don't see Ramirez miss the ball that often, miss the kick that often. But again, wet, slippery out tonight could certainly factor into what happened there.
So both A.Philip Randolph and Lincoln have pretty high-powered offenses. Looking at the 4-1 A.Philip Randolph team, lots of offense in their wins. And we know the Lincoln offense is always down.
Yeah, Lincoln offense has been pretty powerful this year. You know, a little step back last week, but certainly were able to get on the board last week. Not too many teams have done that against Erasmus this year. I don't think any teams. So there was one positive out of that.
So we look forward to a very entertaining game.
Yes, sir. All right, so we got a 6-0 lead. Lincoln has their kicking team out on the field. Randolph back to receive. They have 3 players deep around the 25-yard line. 3 players split out across the back of the field on the 25-yard line. Looks like 1 player in the center of the field. It's a ground ball kick to the right, to the left-hand side. And the ball's maybe picked up by Lincoln. Haven't seen any signal from the referee yet. One of the Lincoln players came up out of the scrum with the ball. But it looks like they're going to have Randolph's returner down. No. Yes, Lincoln's going to have the football. Their offense is out on the field. All right, so didn't really see what happened in the little scrum there when the ball came out, but Lincoln came back with it. We're going to have another opportunity to get a quick strike here. So we haven't seen too many running plays yet this evening from Lincoln's offense. They're coming out pass heavy. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. This time we have Kyan Filbert to the right-hand side of Dees as he waits for the shotgun snap. The ball snapped. Dees is scrambling, hurdles over a player, and then he's tackled. A loss of about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14 from midfield, right over the 50-yard line. Breakdown in the blocking assignments on that play. All right, Dees is in the backfield. He's got 1 wide receiver to the right. He hands the ball off to Filbert to the left-hand side. He's off tackle. Gain of about 5-6 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. Just over midfield. Ball's on the 44-yard line. Lincoln's up on the ball. 1 wide receiver to the right. They got Borey at the bottom of your screen. Filbert takes the ball to the left. He's got a little bit of room to run, a little deliberate. Turned his back to the offense that time, trying to make a little room for himself to scoot through. Almost enough for 1st down yardage. We'll bring up 4th down and a long 2. I'd have to imagine they'll stay on the field and go for it. So they got Borey on the right-hand side. 2 wide receivers bunched up to the short side of the field on the left. Dees looking over to the sideline now for a signal from the coaching staff. The coach is sending in the play. Players checking their wristbands. Filbert moves over to the right-hand side of Dees. The ball snapped. Dees is going to keep the ball himself. He's got enough for 1st down yardage and a little more.
Nice job for that offensive line on the right side, opening up room for Dees.
Now we'll probably see a little bit more running as the rain starts to come down a little bit harder now. More of a driving type of rain. Borey again at the bottom of your screen. 2 wide receivers to the right. Filbert's going to line up to Dees' left-hand side. Dees waiting for the shotgun snap. Offensive line's down and set. Ball's fumbled a little bit, but he holds on to it. He throws a strike straight ahead. I think it's Polius. Oh, Solomon DeCoitu on the catch. I'm sorry about that. Now DeCoitu's going to be on your right with Borey. One wide receiver to the left. High snap. Ball's handed off to Filbert. He's going to run to the right. He's got a little room to run. Once again, he's running a little deliberate, but he's just waiting for his spot. He's waiting for his spot to make a cut.
Again, running along the right side of that line, Adam.
Yeah, and he's got first down yardage. Lincoln's going to have the ball 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line, so still enough time to get a first down. Okay, so they got 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 wide receiver to the left. Dees hands the ball off to number 4 in the backfield. He's tackled for a loss on the play. 3-yard loss. Going to bring the ball back to the 15-yard line, 14-yard line. 2nd and 14. Second and 13 from the 14-yard line. Dees has got 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers left, 1 running back to his right. He's back to pass. He's going to throw the ball to number 13, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Jamie White with the touchdown. Lincoln's on the board early. 12-0. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. All right, so not obviously, let's see if they bring out the kicking team. Maybe you want to keep it on the ground with the rain and the weather right now. Let's see which way they go. All right, Neil, they're going to kick it.
All right. Adam, with your perspective, you can see a lot better than I can at this point.
Yeah, I don't really have the greatest with the tents in my way, but the ball's down, it's kicked, and it is good.
And with the animals coming outside the arc, the Lincoln High School, Lincoln leading Philip Randolph, 13-0.
That's what Lincoln's going to be happy with, a 13-0 lead and a couple of offensive possessions with some points to show for it. Much like the earlier games in the season where they were getting a lot of players involved. I'd like to see a lot of different players in the backfield, flanking D's to the right, to the left. That last set of downs, we saw Devonta Polius in the backfield when we got down inside the 10 in the goal line area. All right, rain's starting to come down a little bit harder, yet still.
How you doing up there, Adam?
I'm doing okay. Glasses are getting a little foggy here, but we're going to battle through. We play football in the rain. We announce football in the rain, too. All right, so Ramirez is back to kick. Lincoln's getting themselves ready. Again, Randolph has 3 men deep. Ball's up, kick, booming kick, end over end. Going to be received by number 2 around the 10-yard line. And unfortunately, you don't really have much of perspective. 2's going to try to get it back out to the center of the field. And he's taken down at the 20-yard line.
Number 2 senior Yomar Perez-Peralta from Randolph.
Excellent. All right, so now it's going to give us time to see the Lincoln defense yet again. They got plenty of work last week against Erasmus.
So as I said before, there are 3 key players on the Randolph offensive side of the ball. In their last game against Campus Madden, let me let them. You take the play, Adam.
Okay, here we go. So we got the quarterback lining up. Shotgun snap, the ball snapped. He's handing the ball off to number 1. Oh, no. The ball is dropped, and Lincoln might come up with this ball down by the goal line. It's a touchdown, a defensive touchdown for the Lincoln Railsplitters.
Number 71.
Damian Ramirez getting it done. All facets of the game, blocking on the offensive line, kicking for the special teams, and scoring touchdowns on defense. So not only is the rain raining down, but the Lincoln Railsplitters are the Lincoln Railsplitters are raining down right now. All right, so I don't see Ramirez on the field. And I see D's running out, so it looks like they're going to go for 2. All right, so Dees has one wide receiver to the right, one wide receiver to the left. He's got two running backs in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be pistol formation. The ball snapped, handed off to number 22, and he's going to take it in for the extra point.
And that should be the end of the first quarter with the Lincoln Railsplitters 19 and Randolph 0.
And a very pumped up quarterback, Nasheem Dees, and he has reason to be pumped up. Okay, so it's a wet night, and hopefully the referees know what to do with the clock.
Today's Alumni Day, Adam, as we celebrate both the teams of 1993 and 2003 at Abraham Lincoln High School, which we'll be doing at halftime.
Such a shame it rained on their parade. And I believe we have homecoming coming up next week.
Right.
All right, so the Lincoln kicking team back out on the field. Seems like they're going to be pretty busy tonight. Once again, Randolph with 3 players deep around the 20-yard line. The ball's up. This one's booted into the end zone. Wow. He's going to receive the ball at like the 2-yard line, and he's going to take it out. He's got number 12. He's got a little room to run. And he's trying to go back, fourth back, but he retreated a little bit and was taken down, it looks like about the 22-yard line.
Number 12, Dante Hudson.
Nice moves by Hudson. Nice moves by Hudson. He didn't show any fear. Came right out deep from around the 2-yard line. Came up, tried the reverse field, but just didn't have enough room to make it work. Yeah, so we thought it was bad last week, huh, Pete? I don't think this is a little bit worse. Maybe it's not as cold as it was last week, but the rain is certainly driving. Last week is more of a winding rain. This week it's steady downpour. So Lincoln coaching staff is out on the field with the special teams. Like, be able to get some players in and get some reps tonight and get some other kids some work.
So it looks as if we're starting the second quarter with our Railsplitters leading A.Philip Randolph 21-0.
All right, take it away, Neil.
Well, I'll try here, folks. Not a great perspective. I will try my best. Adam, you have a bird's eye view.
You want me to go for it? I got it. It's up to you.
Go for it, my friend.
All right, yeah, it's a different kind of night tonight, all right? So the quarterback has just taken the snap, and the ball's handed off, and he is tackled for a loss. Gobbled up by number, who is that, 44?
Darrell Owens.
Darrell Owens with the smash. Nice play, Darrell. He knew that one was coming. All right, so that's going to bring up second. Can't even see the down markers. Looks like 2nd and 10. So there really was no loss on the play. He just got him right back at the line of scrimmage. All right. Randolph's quarterback has one running back to his left. He's bringing another number 12 in motion. He's going to take the ball in a jet sweep around. Running a little flat-footed because of the track, obviously. Gained about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
And that should be number 3, Jaden Padilla.
No, it was number 12 on the carry, number 12.
Number 12 is Dante Hudson. Thank you.
Number 3 is coming into the game right now. Well, he was in the game, but he was out of the play.
Visibility not the best tonight, folks.
No, of course. And we're going to pick each other up all night long here. All right, so you got 0 and 3 to the bottom of your screen, the right-hand side of the quarterback. The ball is snapped and then handed off. It was like a fake jet sweep to the left, but then the ball was handed off to the right. Didn't fake anybody out on Lincoln's defensive line, though. They made the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 4. All right, so Lincoln's defense is up to the task tonight. Surprisingly playing with a little bit of cushion, but I guess, they were just worried about that deep threat. Randolph is going to spread the field out a little bit. They got one wide receiver to the left-hand side, 3 to the right. The ball is snapped. Quarterback's back to pass. He passes it to number 1. It just goes right through his hands. Again, wet track tonight, so going to see a lot of drops.
So I guess that was third down.
That was fourth, and they're going to turn it over on
down.
downs.
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
That's okay. No problem. And O'Neill, you don't really have the greatest perspective this evening, so.
Eye in the sky, Adam. Eye in the sky.
The ladder guy, as they call me.
Yes.
Well, somebody today asked me if I was a handyman as I entered the field. Okay.
You're way more than that to us, Adam, I promise.
Thank you, sir. All right, here we go. Lincoln's out on the field now. Their offense on the field. Looking over to the sideline. They got 3 wide receivers to the right. Filbert is to Dees' right-hand side. Dees is going to take the shotgun snap. He's going to hand the ball off to Filbert. He's going to take the ball back to the left-hand side and rumble ahead for a gain of 7 yards on the play.
Wonderful fighting ahead by Filbert.
Yeah, so Filbert's just running a little deliberate tonight, but it's because you can't really make a cut. As soon as you plant your foot and try to make a cut, your feet are going to slip out from underneath you. So the game's going to just move a little slower, but it doesn't seem to be slowing Lincoln down too much. They got 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left at an empty backfield. And I believe they may have drawn Randolph off sides. I believe so. Looks like they're going to pick it up and walk it forward. And that would be enough for first down yardage. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Deja vu all over again. Okay, so 3 wide receivers to the right for Dees. He has Filbert and a man in motion. He hands the ball off to the motion man. Jet sweep right. Number 13.
Jamie White.
Jamie White, very involved this evening.
The senior.
Well, let's make it senior night. All right. White comes over to the bottom of your screen now. He's the lowest receiver on the home sideline. I think you have Borey at the top of your screen. Filbert to Dees' right. And he's going to hand the ball off to Filbert. No, he's going to keep the ball for himself. Up the middle for the touchdown. Nasheem Dees doing big things tonight.
Took the option himself, straight up the middle along the left side.
He's pumped up coming off the field and has every right to be. Dees runs off. Ramirez is in to kick. Lincoln's out early with a 27-0 lead in the rain. We're about halfway through the second quarter. Lincoln's getting some of their kicking team players on the field. Ramirez is getting set up for the kick. Ball snapped, it's down, it's kicked, it's good. It's going to give Lincoln a 28-0 lead.
So, Adam, I'm just going to ask you, who do you think benefits from this field? But obviously, as we're seeing, our Railsplitters seem to be having no problem at all with the conditions.
No problem with the conditions. They're holding their blocks up front. The game plan is in place today. And I would expect to see some substitutions here in the next offensive situation that Lincoln is in. So kicking team's a little pumped up, feeling good about their play so far. Offensive players are all coming over here and huddling up under the tent, talking about their success and what they're going to do next. Lincoln kicking team is huddled up around the football at the 40-yard line. Ramirez protects the ball as the team breaks out of their huddle. He's stepping back to kick. He's about 11 yards behind the football. And the kicking team is getting pumped up, getting ready to send the ball down the field. Randolph has 3 men deep at the 20-yard line. The ball's kicked way over the head and into the end zone and through the end zone for the touchback. Nice kick by Ramirez.
So with their high-powered offense, A.Philip Randolph does have the people to make a game out of this. I don't know if the conditions are going to help them. But in their 4 victories, they've scored over 28 points.
Yeah, I was expecting to see somewhat of a low-scoring affair this evening, but Lincoln's taking care of their portion of the scoring.
And let me say, shout out again to A.Philip Randolph, who came in at the last minute to play this homecoming game today.
Yes, they traveled in from Manhattan, and they're here to play in rainy Coney Island. Okay, so quarterback takes the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. He throws the ball over to his left-hand side to number 4, I believe. 14. I'm sorry, 14. Short gain on the play. A little more than 5 yards gain on the play. Lincoln defense.
And we have no Rust in number 14. So, good job, kid. We just don't know who you are. Oh, there you go. Ezekiel Rallis-Hillsman.
All right, Lincoln defense is back, up close, a little bit close to the line of scrimmage. Randolph has a player in motion on the jet sweep, number 2. And he's tackled.
Yomar Perez-Peralta with the run.
Tackle by number 8, Sean Preston Hogg. Eating him up. All right, this defense is doing their job tonight. They're up to the task. It's going to bring up 2nd down. And just having trouble with the down markers tonight, folks. I'm sorry. It looks like it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Don't know. Do you see 10-yard markers?
Yeah, they're there. Unfortunately, yard marker broke last week, so we're dealing with older ones that are not as big and visible. It's got to be a little shorter than 10 yards right now. So 2nd and ball's a snap, low snap to the quarterback, and then in trying to hold on to it, he just wasn't able to see Lincoln defenders approaching him at a fast clip. I'd have to say number 27, Manuel Rivera on the tackle. Rain's still steadily falling. We are soaked out here. Randolph's going to spread the field. They got 3 wide receivers to the right-hand side, 1 wide receiver to the left, 1 running back flanking the quarterback to his right-hand side. The quarterback's back to pass. He rolls right. He's looking left.
Zero's open,
He's
down the right
the ball.
side.
He's got somebody.
Bit underthrown.
Just a bit underthrown. He had 2 players somewhat open, but the Lincoln defenders were in the vicinity.
That would be number 10, Ronnie Barzy. And I think it was number 18, Sean Campbell, both seniors. Little bit short.
And the rain continues to fall steadily. All right, so that's going to bring up 3rd down. And all right, now I can see the down markers. It looks like it's 3rd down and about 15. 3rd down and 15. Lincoln's pretty tight up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like their safety, free safety, you're about 12 yards off the ball. Everybody's kind of creeping up right now. They're on the blitz. The ball's handed off to number
and an end around to
1,
number 2.
And then they hand an end around to number 12, I think it is. He's got some room to run. 12 or 17, Neil? 12.
Number 12, Dante Hudson.
So Lincoln just got a little too anxious on that play. They just
taking advantage of the extended defense.
Yeah, defense all just swarmed to one side of the field, and the ball was reversed back in the other direction. So a little misdirection play, and that was the right time for the call. They set that up right. Lincoln kind of slept right into that one. All right, so Randolph has the ball over in the Lincoln territory now. They have the ball 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Quick handoff to number 1 up the middle, and he's tackled by number 0, Chris Adegunye on the tackle. All right, so modest gain on the play. Maybe a yard. Took a little bit longer to develop. Oh, there we go. Now the down marker moved up. It was about 2 yards. It looked like more than that to me. Now I see the down marker moved up. 2nd down and 8. From the 35-yard line. Quarterback waits for the shotgun snap. He's got one running back to his right. Fakes the ball to number 1. Quick little pass to number 2.
Oh, nice play. Number 3 for Lincoln, Anthony Brathwaite, defensive back. I think he had a little bit of room.
Brathwaite was there. He was ready to go. Wasn't getting that play past him. All right, so Randolph is going to stay out on the field here on 3rd down. They got 3rd down and 7. Got 1 wide receiver to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Timeout, Randolph. So the clock showing 1:40 to play in the first half.
One totally dominated by our Railsplitters on all 3 sides of the ball.
Yeah, definitely the way they want to put it together for sure. They work hard all week. Trying to put the right game plan in place, get the right players in the right positions. Play the hot card. Looks like everything's going in Lincoln's favor right now in the first half. I wish I could say the rain's letting up a little bit, but it's not. It looks like there's a penalty possibly on the field now. Oh, no. Yellow flag covered up the football.
Good idea.
Yes.
Mr. Aceto, where's the football guy this week?
I don't know.
Designated keeping the balls dry. Vinny, where are you?
Okay, here we go. Randolph is going to bring their offense, keep their offense here out on the field. They got 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 running back to the right-hand side as a quarterback as he waits for the shotgun snap. The ball's snapped. He's back to pass. It's a quick pass, caught by number 3, and he's eaten up right away.
Well done.
Michael Borey on the tackle. All right, it's the first time we're calling Borey's number tonight for a tackle. That's a good thing when the defensive backs are not making tackles until the first half is almost over. That means your line is cleaning up. Defensive ends and linebackers. Very good job tonight by the Lincoln defense. Okay, so Randolph has an empty backfield this time. Quarterback waiting for the shotgun snap. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He's going to throw the ball to the left. He's got somebody in the end zone, but he drops the ball, number 14. Almost had the ball as he crossed over into the end zone.
Number 14, Hezekiah Roll Hillsman.
Lincoln's offense is going to come out and take over on downs. Got to be the closing moments of the first half.
Does look that way,
It
Adam.
looks like the first half is over.
From a very soggy Abraham Lincoln High School, it's our Railsplitters 28 and the A.Philip Randolph 0.
Go get dry, my friends. We'll see you in the second half.
Good job, Adam.
Thank you, Neil.
Back with you here at Abraham Lincoln High School. Second half coming up. I'm Peter Andrus, and I'm throwing it to my announcing crew extraordinaires. Take it away, boys.
Okay, Adam Calgene here with Neil Reich. Neil, we're going to give them the second half action the best we can. It stopped raining for most of the halftime, but now we're back in action, and the rain is ready to fall.
Yes, it is, Adam. Hopefully Lincoln gets their reps in cleanly and smoothly. No one gets hurt. And we get to play Madison next week.
All right, like I said earlier in the first half, we're probably going to see some substitutions.
Number 4
here.
onside kick.
Onside kick
did not go 10 yards.
No, did not.
So Lincoln will be taking over on the Randolph side of the field at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. So in summary, Adam, first half, what do you think of how Lincoln did?
Lincoln looks pretty good in the first half. I like the way that they moved the ball up and down the field. They played very well on defense. And, you know, they got a lot of positive things to talk about here. I'm assuming, like I said, we're going to probably see some substitutions here in the second half. But the starting offense is back out on the field. It looks like pretty much all of the regular players are out there.
Led by Nazim Dees. Remember, we're celebrating the Lincoln teams of 1993 and 2003. Welcome. Appreciate you coming back to support our football.
All right, here we go. Second half action.
So Lincoln starts on the 44-yard line of Randolph. Fakes left, pumps. Throws deep, left side to number 13. Just incomplete. Good play by number 1 defensive back for Randolph.
Yeah, slightly overthrown. If he would have thrown it another step or two further, probably would have been able to catch him in stride. Great effort by White on the play, though. Sprinting down the field. All right, let's pay attention to Michael Borey here at the bottom of your screen.
I see 2 to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left, 1 back behind with Dees as he goes into shotgun. 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to 31. He dekes 1, powers through, down to the Randolph 42-yard line for a 2-yard gain. Should make it about 3rd and 8, maybe.
And that's the player that Filbert wants to be. Cayenne wants to be a power back. He wants to rumble down at the line of scrimmage and carry people with him.
Again, Borey to the right. 3 wide receivers to the left. Cyan in the back, yep. Dees running left. Pulls it back inside, runs to the right. Flag on the play. Dees goes down to the 40, down to the 30, and out of bounds at the Lincoln 25. But I think it's going to be brought back, folks. Yes, it's holding on Lincoln.
Holding on the offense, bringing it back. Nice effort by Dees. It's a shame to see it get pulled back. Okay, so with a 28-0 lead and the rain, we're going to see a pretty quick second half here tonight, Neil.
I think so. So, Adam.
And it's amazing the lights aren't on yet.
I was actually just going to say the same exact thing.
Can't believe it. Well, it's a 4 o'clock game, so, you know, we're used to playing at 6 o'clock. The lights are already on when we get here.
So we'll call this Friday afternoon rain, not Friday night lights.
Friday night fog. All right, back to the game action.
So after that penalty, they'll bring it back and now make it 3rd, I would think 18. Again, sorry, folks, we're kind of guessing here.
Yeah, kind of tough to see the down markers. Oh, yeah, it's at least 18.
To the right, to the left. Dees is looking left. He's moving into the pocket. He's still looking left. Rolls out to the right. He's pointing. Gets rid of it. Down to Borhe. Incomplete. Out of bounds by the 25-yard line. Let's see what Lincoln does. Our favorite part of the game, Abin. Our favorite punter.
Coming out.
Steven Ramirez.
Bigfoot's coming out. Boy, Dees had all kinds of time.
I think we're wrong, Adam.
Oh, boy.
I think Dees might be.
Dees had all kinds of time on that last play. He could have stopped back there and made a sandwich. Let's see what he does here now on 4th down. He's going to stay on the field with the offense.
Curious. Call 4th and 18?
28-0 commanding lead. You want to see if you have a 4th down play that you can use later in the season.
22 running in on the field late. Two wide receivers in the slot, one in the backfield. Wide receivers right and left.
Got a different punter.
He is going to punt. Sorry, folks. So D's punts, lets it roll. Oh, let it bounce. So Randolph will take over 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line, their own 21-yard line.
Nice pump by D's there. Getting it done with the leg and the arm today. And the feet.
All right, letting up a little bit.
Letting up a little bit.
We're going from torrential to down.
Unfortunately, no majestic sunsets tonight at Lincoln Field. Instead of shades of purple with the sunset, we're looking at gray skies. Lincoln's lined up in their all gray uniforms, gray shirts, gray pants, blue numbers, white piping around the numbers.
So Randolph's coming out with one in the backfield. One wide receiver to the right, a couple to the left. Man in motion, number 9, inside handoff. Down immediately, maybe a 1-yard gain to the 24-yard line. It'll make it 2nd and 9.
Collapsed. Around the outside. Okay, so you're seeing some substitutions now. We're starting to see a couple players on Lincoln's side come in, get a little time. Penalty?
There we go. Looks like it's on Lincoln. I guess neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
Yeah, didn't really see it, but yeah, something along those lines.
I'll make it 2nd and 5. As Randolph lines up 2 wide receivers to the right side. Number 1 in motion to the right side. Miss snap, picked up by number 4 quarterback. Lazy pass to number 3, who's going to run all the way down for another Lincoln touchdown. That's number 3.
Anthony Brathwaite.
Couple of great plays today by Brathwaite.
Is that his 2nd touchdown? Forget who had the first one. Gotta make a note on that. Couldn't really make too many notes tonight with the rain, so.
Again, a fumbled snap by Randolph. Floats it up there to the right side. Anthony played it really well and took it all the way to the house. 25 yards for a Lincoln touchdown, making it 34-0.
Getting it done on defense this evening. Ramirez is going to kick the extra point.
Pretty tough in this weather. Snap, place, and kick. Perfect. Well done, Lincoln. Now making it 35-0. Our Railsplitters in the lead. Offense, defense, special teams, kicking.
They did it all tonight. They did it all. They're doing it all. Gotta love the way they're playing. A lot of smiles here on the sideline. A lot of smiles. Coaching staff, players alike. Everybody's smiling. They have a lot to smile about. Okay, Randolph's hoping to regroup here a little bit. Try to get themselves on the scoreboard. So it's starting to get a little darker now.
Coach O'Connor having a little discussion with the refs. Don't quite know what it's about. As the rain continues here on the wonderful shores of Coney Island.
Shore Road and Shore Parkway might be looking like a shore right now.
Ramirez 5 yards back, hand up in the air, and here we go. Deep kick, end over end. It's going to land at about the 5-yard line. It's running. I can't see over the 10.
All right, he's running the ball back. He's coming in. He's trying, number 1. He's trying to get back out around the left-hand side here.
Wow.
Looks like he got the
Good
ball
play.
out to, wow, almost the 30-yard line, 25-yard line.
And that was a live ball.
Live ball. What a kick by Ramirez. His leg seems to get stronger as the night goes along.
Gets a lot of use out of it.
Doing it all tonight. He's doing it all.
So I think we're going to remember this one, Adam, for our during our tenure of doing football games. This is the first.
Yeah,
in the pouring rain.
This is the rainy one. We had some rain last week,
yes.
But it wasn't like this. That's for sure. It rained the whole time, but not like this. It's coming down. Cats and dogs. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Is it a Randolph player? No. I thought there was
no,
a
they
player
call it timeout.
The yeah,
timeout
no,
in.
They have a rag over the ball.
Gotcha. Again, Vinny Aceto, where are you? Ball boy in the rain.
So the Lincoln defense is huddled around Coach O'Connor here on the home sideline, talking about their defensive play and what they want to get in. Randolph offense is huddled around their coaching staff on the away sideline. So nobody's eating Rice Krispies, folks. That's the rain that you hear coming down on our microphones here as we brave the weather to bring you some football excitement.
Good amount of fans considering as I turn around.
Yeah, a little bit more than I expected to see here on a rainy Friday night from a game that wasn't really on the schedule.
Change the start time back to 4 o'clock.
Now the lights are on. Already soaked.
Okay.
All right, back
Let's
to
get
the
some action.
Looks like it's
5 yards back.
1st and 15. Lincoln defense is poised and ready to make a play.
And handoff to right side, number 1 around the corner. Down the right side along the side to the 40. Out of bounds, pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line by number 28 of Lincoln.
It's either going to be first down yardage or just shy of first down yardage. Boy, we thought the rain was coming down before. Now it's a monsoon. I have to admit, as a former football player myself, these are the days that you live for as a football player.
And as someone who's watched a lot of football games, in many a stadium, rain, sleet, snow, and hail, never seen anything like this.
There are not too many times a football player would be upset to play in the rain. Timeout, White.
Might be the end of the third quarter, Adam. Not sure.
Possibility. Clock is wind down, but clock has not really been that friendly to us this evening, so we'll see if the referees reverse the field. I see a couple of players loosening up on the sidelines here. Looks like we're going to get some offensive linemen or defensive linemen in the game that are really ready to go right now.
A lot of new numbers out there. number 15, number 28. On the D line, I see number 34, number 19. Inside handoff for Randolph.
Prince
Gets to the
Matthew.
40, fights forward, and falls forward to about the 40-yard line of Randolph. Should be enough for a first down.
All right, so that's going to be the end of the
There you go.
third quarter. We're going to start the wet fourth quarter here shortly. Referees are trying to keep the ball dry. About the only thing they're going to keep dry. Everything else is soaked. Still got some players warming up on the sideline here. They're ready to get in the game. All right, so Lincoln has a 35-0 lead here to start the fourth quarter. The rain has died down. The lights are on. And we're ready for fourth quarter action.
Randolph lines up with 3 to the left, one slot to the right. Man in motion, number 1. Inside handoff to number 3. Fights forward, lands at the 44-yard line. As always, thank you again to our principal, Ari Hilgenboom, athletic director, Rena Niebed, all the wonderful Lincoln coaches always making our kids ready for anything. As we move on next week to play Madison right here home at Abraham Lincoln High School.
6 p.m. Friday night.
I think that was a fumble.
Looks like Lincoln might have this football. Randolph is going to retain the football.
So we're definitely in the fourth quarter. It definitely stopped raining.
Too late, we're soaked. Number 57, Joshua Cobb in the game. Play linebacker. Looks like he's going to be lining up at outside linebacker. To your left-hand side.
Fake hand. Number 4 rolls to the right. Has a man wide open, number 14. He goes down to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and he's out of bounds about the 12-yard line. Nice pitch and catch.
Dragged out of bounds by number 23, Rodney Raymond. So I want everybody to know that my partner Neil has vacated his nice dry spot under the tent to come out and give you some play-by-play action.
Adam looked totally drenched, although a fighter. Wanted to do the second half.
Still totally
But I couldn't
drenched.
leave him out here
Still
by himself in the wet.
Still totally drenched.
And a story that'll last a lifetime.
Absolutely. All right, let's see what you can do here.
Inside handoff.
Number 1.
It looks like
He's in.
in for the touchdown.
He found a crease.
So at some point in the fourth quarter, our last betas are now up 35-6. I would assume they're going to go for 2.
I don't know. Looks like they're running out. Number 3, is that their kicker? Like the Lincoln offensive players here on the sideline are all, they're like psyched up to get back out of the field. I bet you they can't wait to get out there. I'm not sure how many of the starters are going to be going back out, but. All right, so Randolph is going to kick the ball. They just threw the they just threw the kicking block out onto the field. 3's going to be the holder. Quarterback's going to be the kicker.
Number 4 does everything. Placement. Oh, it's a fake. Takes the ball. Probably not a fake, a missnap. Number 4 picks it up and gets tackled by number 75 of Lincoln. I think there was a missnap or a little wetness there.
Yeah, wetness is definitely going to factor in. It's still going to factor in at this point in the game because everything's still very wet. All right, so not often that the Lincoln players are wanting to try to talk to us over here, but they weren't happy they gave up the touchdown.
Well, I think they don't want it on tape, so Coach O'Connor doesn't get on their case next week.
Offense are getting ready to get back out on the field now. Let's see what they can do.
I wonder if there were promises made to the defensive side to pitch a shutout.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely.
Lincoln's got it all together tonight. And everybody deserves to play. So let's get them all in the game, coaches. So we haven't seen too much of Lincoln's receiving team this evening. I think this is the second time they're out there.
So deep for Lincoln, 32. Number 88.
Solomon Dukotu.
Yards back, number 4 kicks. Tries an onside kick. It's bobbled. It's jumped on. Looks like Lincoln's ball. Who's in the pile? Picked up, it looks like, by number 13.
Jamie White.
Called his name a lot tonight, Adam.
Very involved. All right, so Dees is going to stay on the sideline here. He's standing on the bench, ready to cheer on his teammates.
I'm assuming
Borey in a
Borey,
quarterback.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, looks like
Looks
Borey's
like
in a quarterback. It's like number
4? No, number 4. With one wide receiver to the left, 2 to the right.
Polius.
In motion, 14. Inside handoff to 14. He crosses the line of scrimmage, turns to the right, keeps. Randolph with a great play, extending the line to the 41-yard line.
Got a little bit of a scuffle going on over here between a Lincoln and Randolph player. You hate to see this kind of stuff happening here at this stage of the game. Obviously, frustration could be riding pretty high on the Randolph side of the field. You know, they're getting beat by 29 points in a game they weren't even supposed to play. So, could understand there being some frustration.
I'm sure a few plays will be thrown out after that one.
You got to try to keep it clean here. It really got too out of hand. It was just a block that was continued to go on past the whistle, and then they drove each other into the ground and kind of rolling around before they were broken up. Let's see what the penalty is on the play.
I think I saw 2 unsportsmanlike conduct, so I'm sure there'll be.
They would offset them.
Right. And they'll be not playing anymore today.
I believe it was number 5 on the Lincoln side. Wasn't able to see who it was now.
So they seem to be
Randolph.
marking off a personal foul against Randolph.
It's going to give Lincoln first down yardage.
And now they go back.
Okay. That was interesting. Okay, so as the referees try to sort all of this out, hopefully we get back to football action here in a couple of quick minutes. Game clock is showing all 0, so we got no help there.
And checking their wrists. One man in the backfield, one wide receiver to the right, two to the left. Miss snap. I'm sure it's going to be blown dead.
Who's in a quarterback? Is that 26?
It might be number 4, Adam. I'm not sure.
It's Christian Perkins, number 26, junior. Lincoln's going to get hit with the 4th start. They're going to walk him back.
So that's, guess, 2nd and 15.
A lot of movement there. Not a lot of football play, but a lot of movement by the referees. Back, forth, back.
Okay, back to some football. So 4 wide out. Inside screen to number 4. He goes along the right side to the 40. Ends pulled down at the 45-yard line in Lincoln. Which,
Devonta Polius.
and a late flag.
A little bit too much talking going on right now.
So the result of the play will make it 3rd and 1.
The penalty is going to bring it back. Just a little too much talking going on. So it's going to negate the nice play. And it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 18.
Yeah, that seems about right. All right. Looking to sidelines for a play from Coach DeSiena.
Everybody's checking over his pads. .26 in a quarterback and another flag. No.
It's that time of the game, Adam.
The witching hour, where the refs take over the game. Slow it down to a grinding halt. They got to call the penalties. It's the only way the football teams will get better is if the penalties are called. So if they're making mistakes on the field, they're doing the right thing by making the call.
So it's 3rd and 20. He rolls out Borhi. He gets to the left. He's rolling around to the left more. Breaths through. Gets it down to the Lincoln 40-yard line. Well short of the first down.
It's Christian Perkins in at quarterback.
And it'll make it 4th and 7. Let's see what Coach wants to do.
Lincoln just sent in a fresh football, so they're going to stay on the field.
I think it's time to get that running game moving, Adam.
It's going to be 4th down punt by D's right now.
Gotcha. Number 0 back for A.Philip Randolph. Now joined by number 12. Wind's picking up a little bit here.
I'm ready to get my own running game going and warm up a little bit.
And
Nice
overhand kick.
punt
They're
by
going to let it
D's.
bounce. And it should settle down to about the 40-yard line of
Good to see the Lincoln players having a lot of fun here on the sidelines.
Lots.
There's something going on out there.
So again, we are in the fourth quarter. Sometime in the fourth quarter. Is Lincoln having a little fun here today?
They are having a lot of fun here today. Rightfully so. Football is fun. And cold and wet sometimes, too.
So we have number 4 in your quarterback with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 man in the backfield. Takes a snap looking right, rolls right, heaves it downfield to number 3. Ooh, goes right through his hands.
Dropped. Quarterback is pretty accurate. It's a shame to see so many passes dropped by his receivers this evening.
Great pass, great rollout. Well designed, right in between the 2 defenders.
Yeah, well-designed play, just not executed. Second and long.
So now we have number 4 quarterback for A.Philip Randolph. Little high snap. He rolls back, again rolls right. Rolling right, pointing out directions. Heaves it downfield. A little bit short. Intended for number 14 of A.Philip Randolph.
He was running for his life. Heavy pursuit by Lincoln defenders.
4th down.
Quite possibly one of the last plays of the game.
Turned out to be a wonderful night here as we close out at Lincoln High School.
If you like soggy.
Rain stopped.
Yes, it did. No, it's a beautiful night. The lights are shining. The players are smiling.
Coney Island is excited.
Linebackers are ready to make a hit.
And
Blitz.
again, rolling for his right.
Wow, he got
To
away
the
from
40,
it.
to the 50, and out of bounds. Ooh. Onto the Lincoln side of the field at the 49-yard line, which should be enough for a first down.
All right, so that was enough for first down yardage. The ball's just over into the Lincoln territory here on the 49-yard line. Randolph is trying to make some noise here at the end of the game.
Two wide receivers to the right and left. Shotgun, quick pass to the flat. Out to number 1. Very quickly closed on by number 15 of Lincoln.
So we'll be looking forward to seeing everybody out here next week for our last scheduled home game for the season against Madison. Friday night, 6 o'clock, under the lights.
Pray for clear skies.
And if I'm not mistaken, it will be senior night.
It will be senior night.
Looking forward to it. Okay, it's a second down and 2. Low snap, picked up by number 4. He again runs for his life. Very elusive, again scrambling right. Gets down to the 43-yard line of Lincoln. Very elusive, number 4.
Yeah, it's amazing he's able to evade some of those would-be tacklers there. He's shifty. Not necessarily a big guy either. All right, so Randolph is making some substitutions here. They run a couple players off, 2 players in for their offensive huddle. Lincoln defensive lineman down on a knee, waiting for the play to develop.
And Randolph comes out with 5 wide. looked like a delayed snap. Again, pressure number 4. Deep downfield to a wide open number 0, who takes it down to about the 9-yard line of Lincoln. No give up in Randolph. Good to see that.
That's what the coaches teach. You play 4 quarters, no matter what the score is. Keep your head in the game, put your nose down on the ball, and you keep going. Randolph is not giving up.
Again, running right.
Got a little room to run.
Looks like signal. That's another touchdown.
He's in for the touchdown.
Number 4 quarterback, A.Philip Randolph, leading this drive.
Yeah, he was very active on that last play, that last drive there. Jaden Haley, senior.
Add to the fun, the wind's picking up now off the shores. Combined with the wet and the rain and the cold. Once in a lifetime.
Coastal breeze will make you freeze. All right, so they're going to go for 2.
Into the flat to number 0. He's going to sneak his way into the end zone. And just like that, Lincoln now up 35-14.
Nearly cut the deficit in half here in the 4th quarter.
Great fight in Randolph.
At least for Randolph, they don't walk away with a total loss. They come in to an unscheduled game and able to put a couple points on the board, have a little something positive to talk about moving forward. And that was the end of the game.
I think that's the end of the game, Adam.
That was the end of the game. Great job, Lincoln Media crew, coming out here and braving the elements.
And once again, thank you to A.Philip Randolph for taking a game at the last minute and helping out years 2013 and 1993 celebrate their years. So our final score as the 2 teams shake hands across the field. Abraham Lincoln High School, Railsplitters 35, and A.Philip Randolph 14.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next week.
Hopefully drier.